success come through it since the mid-2010s, as well as a few Lombardi trophies. It's GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. Everyone's still celebrating the return of regular season football, and we're away in week 2. Dylan Laube on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Now first carry here for Ashton Genty. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Back to Genty. This up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. 12 yards on that play and a good call, nets him the first.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. 1st and 10. Darnold. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
On 2nd and 10 now. Darnold. Throwing left side. Bowers has it. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly, you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Now movement as somebody goes early, and for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. From the gun, Darnold. Man, it's Dante Thornton Jr. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. The rookie from Texas there on the tackle.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can come in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
And he's brought down after a short gain. 7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. And again, it's Darnold. That's caught for the first. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
Raiders, 1st down. 1st down, Las Vegas.
That's a touchdown! The Raiders finish up an excellent opening series. Looking to tack on the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. It's Brashard Smith now with the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. On target to Royals. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. Good hit, but someone would love for it to have come earlier. So he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So it's 2nd down coming up.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We got 2nd down. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Yeah, this group likes to be aggressive, and early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
Forces that one, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders have it as he records the first interception of his young career. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with a pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
No progress on 1st down, and they'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Another give here to Jency. Now this certainly makes the 3rd down easier. Nearly avoided it altogether. Gain of 10 right up near that marker now.
So much to like about that running, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Donald with it on 3rd and short. Brought in by his back here. It's Jensen. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Setting up the screen. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
2nd and manageable. He's throwing. It's a screen play to Jency. He gets this down to the 13-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off.
Touchdown, Vegas. The Raiders get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. First call here coming from the shotgun. Back to work after throwing the pick. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. He's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Another score here in this first quarter, Brock, as they continue dominating in this opening frame.
You know what I love here, kid? This defense is seizing on a sputtering opponent, and they're actively trying not just to defend the lead, but to add to it.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Here's Smith on the return. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. This is our last play of the quarter.
Yellow.
Getting on the ground with Algier. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. 21-0 our score. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They're looking down to 2nd and 9.
Hey, 15.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Finds the in route, complete. Looks great initially, but he is short on that 1st down marker. They rallied to him in time to force the 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Throwing here, Darnold. Has a man on target to Thornton. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38.
1st and 10.
Going on first. Here's Darnold. That's complete to Bowers outright. Still has some space inside the 35. He does it. Touchdown. The Raiders were running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Kicking team out to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders continue piling on to this lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Return starts at the 3. Jukes away from 1. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Off play action. It's Mahomes. Out left. Worthy makes the grab. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, looks like the 30.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Completed over the middle. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. It's a good work to help reset those chains.
From the gun, McCaffrey. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Raiders will take over as he reports his first interception of our season.
You can feel him, Kate. You can feel the convoy. They were going. They thought they might have another one, but unfortunately, not another touchdown. But you know what? Not going to stop him from celebrating in another big game-changing play.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
This is Gentine on second. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
No gain on the play.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up fourth down. Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. He got a little too much leg into that one. That's a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity, no doubt. This ball's coming out to the 20. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Blown back gets the handoff. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
First and 10
Yellow,
at the
yellow.
33-yard line.
Mahomes. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not like the standard they set for themselves.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Attack! Yellow!
To the air, Mahomes. That one's complete, right side. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets this one down inside the 30. That's a gain of 5.
Some really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast, but he was patient, he was explosive, he got a nice little gain on the ground.
Here's Mahomes. Hits his running back. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Yellow!
Here's Mahomes now. On that left. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its second.
City Chiefs.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
They'll try and punch it in. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal.
Yellow, yellow. 180. Listen.
Here's another quarter. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Only a yard on the pickup. That leaves him with 3rd and goal at the 6.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs get their first points of this game just before halftime. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Laube with the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Darnold has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
1st down now, ball at the 33. He'll throw it. Hits him on the in route. And this one doesn't go far. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Here's Smith on the return. Escapes the defender. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a...
And they pick him off again! And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Hard to believe they got him yet again, Kate, especially with how far they had to go on that return. Mentally, this is not the place you ever want to be as a quarterback. It is devastating. Defensively, this is teaching tape for not just taking it away, but taking it to the house.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Here's Smith on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Yellow.
On the ground, begin the drive with McCaffrey. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Man downfield, he's got it. It's Worthy. He is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Pass run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
On the water, right? Right side.
Back now, pressure coming. Hits him on the out. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Right side.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Flushed out of the pocket. Connects on the crosser. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Gets 16 yards on that play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Yellow,
First
yellow.
and 10 at the 21-yard line.
There's a dive up the middle. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Yellow. Right side.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
On the lane. Right side.
Looking to throw Mahomes. This one's caught.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6.
Yellow. Right side.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. This one's deflected away and incomplete. Chances to score on the out. It's now 3rd and goal.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate. That was one hand. And
they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Laube with the return. And he made a push for the 30-yard line before going out just a bit shy.
At their own 28-yard line.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. First play is going to be a give to Genty. Has room down the left sideline. And that is a touchdown. The Raiders piling onto the scoreboard yet again. Now the PAT try coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders grow their lead yet again.
Chiefs 14.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Here's Smith on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Blitz coming, Mahomes. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Hauled in. Massive hit. The ball's out. And this is going to be Raiders football.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
Caught, nice game left side. And this is going to get them all the way to the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Genty from the gun. lane there, and that's good for 6 yards.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Running with a quick pass out wide. And they haul him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on 3rd down.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Go, lady.
On 3rd down, Genty. The flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Well, the negative play makes it even easier to decline that flag. That's going to bring up 4th down. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Raiders ball, and this one looks like it may already be out of reach. The Raiders settling for 3 as they send the field goal unit out. This from just 23 yards away. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
At their own 24-yard line.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Yellow.
They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. He'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 29-yard line.
Working now from the gun. Gets it through the middle. And they're finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45.
Yellow, yellow.
Low back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And this run is going to push him inside the 40. Give him 7 there.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Yellow.
They give it to him again. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
If you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different.
And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs putting up points in a game decided. A 2nd touchdown through the air for Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in 1 game.
1 touchdown, he just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separation to the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Oh, wow, he mishit that one. The unfortunate mistake giving them excellent field position. And off to Genty. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Shotgun give here to Genty. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be third and longer.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. That is Lewis Seen. And the Chiefs will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, you love the idea here, partner. He challenged the back end of that cover, too. But it's the strong safety who burns him by stepping in front of that throw.
That's right, Kate. And I'll tell you what, that is about trust. When a D coordinator calls cover 2, he's trusting the strong safety. Yeah, he may be a little better at playing the run, but he's trusting him there to play the pass, to cover half the field. And that's exactly what he does to get the job done. Go get that interception.
Tough one to retain through that hit. And it's going to be second down.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. First and 10 from the 32.
At the 32-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's second down.
Second and 19 at the 41-yard line.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Chiefs trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Second down and 19 yards to go after that sack. Throwing is Mahomes. Catch is made down the right sideline. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid third down.
It's now third down.
Yellow.
Back to throw Mahomes. Now set up the screen to McCaffrey. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Desperation time here. This finds its targets. That's Royals. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Running clock adding a sense of urgency to these proceedings.
Kansas City Chiefs.
First and 10, it's Mahomes. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up second down.
All I'm hearing in my head is touchdown to check down, because it was said about a gazillion times in the NFL to me when you get in the red zone. It's not sack. Touchdown to check down. You can't take a sack on first down in the red zone.
To the air, Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Brought in. We got the football, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker. 4th down. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. Got to go for it in his spot, Brock. This is 4th down. Mahomes to throw for it. Bails out of the pocket quick. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
They give up the guns. It's Genty. And how is that for some breathing room, huh, Brock? Gets him away from the goal line up to the 20. So it's a road win for